Okay, we're over at Bakersville Field in Atlantic County, just outside Atlantic City. I have the HiSKY 280 HMX. I'm going to go for a fly. A little breezy here this morning. It bounces around a little bit, but it very controllable. Okay. I'm gonna just walk the dog here with it a little bit until I get used to it. I have it in low rates. And I'm not going to be talking too much because this is my beginning few flights to learn how to maneuver this. I've had it out just in a small area to practice takeoff and bringing it in for a landing, and sometimes it's a little tough with the landing gear that's on there. If you don't come down nice and flat, it wants to tip over. I've actually had it upside down a couple of times. But it flies real nice. Okay, very sensitive throttle control. Just have to think ahead a little bit on what maneuver you're going to do to make it look and feel like you're in control of it. Okay. You know, some people complained about a low battery life on it, and that's probably true if you're really flying it real aggressive, because the couple of times I've just been getting used to it here, I've gotten anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes flight times on it. You can, once the battery starts to get weak, you can tell by the throttle control, because typically the throttle control, you're about, quarter. With just easy flying like I'm doing now. But once the battery starts to get a little bit weak, you can tell, because you're starting to get up to about 50% throttle on it, just to keep it from bouncing around. Okay, but it's not doing bad with the wind here this morning. Again, we're flying from Bakersville Field. It's in Atlantic County, New Jersey. I hope the battery was charged up to the point where this camera is going to work on my hat cam. It's pretty overcast. This camera on my hat isn't the greatest one there is. Okay, but I use it because I have it. But very controllable. This, like I said, this is low rates. Yeah, it can, I'll tell you, you know, the PDI settings on this are almost non-existent. You give it forward or reverse or side pitch or roll, and it stays in that position until you tell it to stop. Okay. I have the timer set for about 6 minutes. It's starting to beep. Okay, here on the remote control. It's nice. It has a timer you can set. So if you want to be safe with your flight times, it's nice that it has that. You don't need a separate one that you have to fiddle around with. And what's nice about it, once it gives you the warning, the lights are still good on this. There's no flashing light saying it's a low battery yet. Getting back to the timer, once it beeps at you and tells you that you're getting close and your time limit you set is up, it continues to keep time, so you get an idea of your total flight time. And like I said, I'm not really flying it aggressively, but this thing will definitely boogie, I'll tell you that. And if you fly it really aggressive, it may be that the battery time, lifetime, is not what people would like. I'm just doing flying tail in here all the time until I get used to the yaw rate on this. The yaw on low rates isn't that great. I guess it's okay once you get used to managing the throttle here, but I've checked the yaw rate. That's in low. I've checked it in the high rates too. It's a little bit faster. Until I get a little bit more time or experience on this, I'm not going to risk crashing it. I just want to do like I do with any new aircraft I get, is test it out. I already done a range test on it. I set it up at the very end of the field down here and stepped off, you know, 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, and I had it tied down to a table with a crate on it, so it's kind of hanging sideways on it, so I could tell when the props were spinning from a distance. Most of the time I could hear it before I would really know that I saw them start and stop. Okay. This is a real nice flyer. I'm really I'm surprised how well it does here with this some of the wind. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see it, it gets buffered around a little bit, okay, but it's very controllable. You know, you point the stick, push the throttle, it goes. You just have to remember that you are in control of the braking system on it, okay, and try and think out a few couple of seconds in advance what you're going to be doing, and it's very manageable. I really like it. I like this. Okay, doesn't come with prop guards or anything like that. It's not made for somebody that it's not a toy. Okay, it's made for somebody that's had experience flying, and you know, I never crash. I just have emergency landings. I'm getting the low battery light is blinking now, and I'm at 10 minutes, and my throttle still seems to be, I'm calling it normal, but once it gets the battery gets pretty weak. You end up having to push the throttle up to about halfway just to keep it in a hover. Typically you only have to have it like at a quarter, and that's still where I am right now. Guess I'm getting pretty confident. I'm talking a lot here. At first I said I don't know if it's a good time to try and use the camera, but now I'm up to about half throttle. I'm going to try and bring it in and not tip it over. There we go. Again, that's flying at Bakersville Field, and this is the HiSKY HMX280. See you later. Bye.